What's up, my dudes? Welcome back. If you're new around here, my name is Gaspy, and I do everything. Or at least I try to. That is the whole idea behind this channel. I'm the type of person that I'll wake up in the morning and decide, you know what, I think I'm going to learn how to do this today. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it absolutely doesn't. But either way, I usually end up learning something. Now these videos are going to be a little different. No huge project, no tutorial, no trying to convince you to buy anything. Just you, me, the road, some lo-fi music, and whatever conversation we happen to stumble into. So whether you're driving to work, heading home, working in the garage, cleaning the house, or maybe you're just trying to relax after a long day, and I'm glad you're here. Seriously, thanks for riding along. You know, I think we've forgotten how to just exist. Not in the same philosophical way, I mean literally. Just exist. When was the last time you stood in line somewhere and you didn't immediately grab your phone? Think about it. You're waiting 30 seconds for coffee. Phone. Standing in the elevator. Phone. Waiting for someone to text back. Phone. Honestly, I'm guilty of it too. I'm not pretending I've got this figured out, but I started noticing something. Every spare second of the day, we're feeding our brains something. Music, videos, podcasts, news, social media, emails, messages, notifications, you name it. It's like we've become allergic to silence. And maybe that's why driving feels different. Driving is one of the last places where your brain finally gets room to stretch. You're watching the road, your hands are busy, your eyes are busy, but your mind gets to wander. Some of the best ideas I've ever had didn't happen sitting at a desk. They happened behind a steering wheel. Sometimes I'll leave the house thinking about absolutely nothing, and then 20 minutes later, I've somehow solved a problem that had been bugging me for weeks. It's weird how that works. Maybe our brains don't need more information. Maybe they just need more room. You ever notice how every season changes the way a drive feels? Summer evening, windows down, warm air coming through the cab. It just feels different. Fall, everything turns orange. You smell fireplaces. People suddenly start wearing hoodies again. Winter. Well, if you're from a cold state like Minnesota, winter is basically a personality trait. I swear, only people from the Midwest can walk outside in 10-degree weather and say, you know, it's actually not that bad today. Meanwhile, somebody in Florida would be filling emergency evacuation. And then there's spring. Or what we call spring, which is basically winter pretending to leave, only to come back 2 days later because you forgot something. You put the slow blower away. Boom! 8 inches. You wash your car. Snowstorm. It's almost like the weather hears you getting optimistic and says, nah, not yet. I've always wondered why we remember little moments more than the big ones. Think about your childhood. Sure, you probably remember Christmas, birthdays, vacations, the big stuff. But I bet you also remember something completely random. Riding your bike until the streets came on. Building a fort out of couch cushions. Getting soaked by the sprinkler in the backyard. Sitting in your dad's garage while you worked on something. Even if you had no idea what he was fixing. Those little moments stick around. And honestly, I think that's why I wanted to start making these drive videos. Not because driving to work is exciting, but let's be honest. Most commutes are pretty ordinary, but ordinary moments have a funny way of becoming meaningful later. Maybe 5 years from now, I'll watch this video again. Maybe I'll still be driving that same EV. Maybe I won't. Maybe the channel will have grown. Maybe life will look completely different. But in this moment, in this drive, this version of me, it only exists once. And I think that's worth remembering. You know what's funny? When you're a kid, you think adults have everything figured out. You look at teachers, parents, your boss, people in suits, and you assume they all know exactly what they're doing. Then you become an adult, and you realize most of us are just making educated guesses. We're all winging it. Some people are just better at looking confident while they do it. And honestly, I find it kind of comforting. Because it means you don't have to wait until you know everything before trying something new. Sometimes, you just have to start. That actually reminds me of something I saw at Costco the other day. And I swear, only Costco can make a grown adult walk in for one thing and somehow leave with a kayak, a 40-pack battery, 2 pounds of beef jerky, and a blender they didn't even know they needed. But I swear, Costco is one of the strangest places on earth. You walk in, eating one thing, maybe milk, maybe paper towels. You tell yourself, I'm going to be in and out in 10 minutes. And then 45 minutes later, you're standing in line with enough food to survive a mild apocalypse. You've got a 50-pound bag of dog food, 12-pack of muffins, a kayak, a generator, a giant thing of trail mix, and somehow you still forgot the milk. How does that happen? It's almost like Costco hypnotizes people. You grab the cart, that's the size of a small pickup truck. Your brain starts thinking, well, we've got room. That's dangerous, because once you've got room, you're looking for ways to fill it. And I don't think that's just true for shopping. I think that's what we do with life too. We always think, if I just had one more thing, one more gadget, one more paycheck, one more promotion, one more vacation, then I'll finally feel caught up. But isn't it funny? Every time you get there, the finish line moves. It's like happiness keeps taking one step backward every time you take one step forward. I don't think they're chasing anything. I think we're chasing the feeling we hope this stuff will give us. And sometimes, those are two completely different things. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't buy yourself something nice every once in a while. Believe me, I like tools. Probably a little too much. There's just something satisfying about opening a toolbox. Even if I only end up using the same 5 tools every weekend, I still convince myself, I might need this someday. That's how you end up owning 3 tape measures, 4 flashlights, and enough extension cords to power a small neighborhood. Actually, where do extension cords disappear to? Has anyone ever bought just one? I feel like they multiply when you're not looking, but somehow, the one you actually need is always tangled up in the world's most complicated knot. It's like Christmas lights. No matter how carefully you put them away, the next time you pull them out, they're somehow tied themselves in a sailor's puzzle. You know, what else I've noticed? Adults get excited about the weirdest things. When I was 10 years old, if someone handed me a brand new vacuum cleaner for Christmas, I would have cried. But now, if somebody tells me, hey, this thing is amazing suction, I'm interested. Pressure washer? Tell me more. A new shop vac? Absolutely, put it in my closet. Cordless leaf blower? Let's hear the specs. Somewhere between child and adult, our definition of exciting changes. And honestly, I kind of like it. Because it means we still find joy in things. They're just different things. Maybe growing up isn't about becoming boring. Maybe it's just discovering new reasons to smile. Speaking of growing up, have you ever realized how different making friends as an adult is? When you're a kid, it's unbelievably simple. Some random kid walks up to you in the playground, looks you dead in the eye and says, "You want to play?" That's it, congratulations. You've got a new best friend. You don't know their last name, you don't know where they live, and you don't even know what their job is. Well, obviously they're 7. But somehow, you're inseparable for the next 6 hours. As adults, it's completely different. We overthink everything. We wonder if we're bothering people. We assume everybody's too busy. We tell ourselves, maybe next time. And before you know it, months go by, sometimes years. I think that's one thing we could all do better. Just reaching out, not because you need something, just because you're thinking about somebody. Imagine getting a text that says, "Hey, Just checking in. Hope you're doing alright. That actually might completely change someone's day. And it takes, 20 seconds? Life gets busy. We all know that. Work, family, bills, appointment, projects. But before you know it, the week blur together. Then months blur together. That's actually one of the reasons I wanted to make these videos. Not because I think I've got life figured out. I definitely don't. But because for 20 minutes we can slow everything down. No arguments, no politics, no doom scrolling. Just a conversation. Like the kind you'd have with somebody riding shotgun on a long drive. And maybe we need a little more of that. You know, that reminds me of something my grandpa used to say. He'd tell me, take care of your stuff, and it'll take care of you. At first, I thought it was just about the tools or cars or equipment. No, but it's the older I get, the more I think he meant something bigger. Take care of your friendships. Take care of your health. Take care of your family. Your reputation. Those things need maintenance too. Just like a vehicle. Ignore them long enough and eventually something will break. Speaking of taking care of things, I think we've become a little too obsessed with making life easier. I don't know if that's actually making us happier. I've been thinking about something lately. We've gotten really, really good at making life easier. Think about it. You need grocery? Delivered. Need dinner? Delivered. Need something from the hardware store? Yep, it's delivered. Need to know the answer of a random question at 2 in the morning? You got it. In seconds. It's honestly incredible. We live in a time where information is everywhere and convenience is everywhere. But here's the question I keep coming back to. Are we actually happier? I'm not sure convenience and happiness are the same thing. Some of my favorite memories come from things that weren't convenient at all. Camping when it rained, fixing an old lawnmower that refused to start, working on a car until way too long because one bolt decided it was coming loose. Even road trips. Having the fun of a road trip isn't there. It's stopping at the little diner you never heard of, finding the tiny town with one gas station, taking a wrong turn and discovering something you've never seen otherwise. Sometimes the detour ends up being the best part. Maybe life works like that too. Maybe not every wrong turn is actually a mistake. You know, something else I've noticed, kids are asked questions about everything. Why is the sky blue? Why do birds fly? Why does that work? Why? And then at some point, we stop asking. Not because we know all the answers, but because we're afraid of looking like we don't. I've decided I'd rather ask the question. I'd rather look silly for 5 minutes than stay confused for 5 years. Curiosity is underrated. The people I admire most aren't the ones who know everything. They're the ones who never stop learning. That's kind of what Gaspy Does Everything means to me. Not that I can actually do everything, nobody can. It means I'm willing to try. Maybe I fail. Maybe I surprise myself. Either way, I'm a little better than I was yesterday, and honestly, that's enough. I think everybody should have one hobby that absolutely has nothing to do with work. Something you do simply because it makes you smile. Something you do simply because it makes you smile. Maybe it's fishing, woodworking, photography, cooking, working on old cars, gaming, gardening, playing guitar. It doesn't matter what it is. Not everything has to become a business. Not every hobby has to make money. Sometimes it's okay to do something because you simply enjoy it. I think we've forgotten that. Everything doesn't need to be optimized. Everything doesn't need to be productive. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is give your brain a chance to breathe. Here's something I challenge you to do this week. Take 1 hour, just one. Put your phone somewhere you can't reach it. Go outside, go for a drive, work in the garage, take a walk, maybe sit on the porch with a cup of coffee. No scrolling, no notifications. Just let your thoughts wander. It feels strange at first. Then after a while, you remember what it feels like to actually think. kind of refreshing. You know, when I started this channel, I wasn't chasing perfection. I wasn't trying to be the biggest creator on YouTube. I just wanted a place where I could document trying new things. Some projects are going to turn out awesome. Some are probably going to go absolutely sideways. That's part of the fun. Because if every project worked perfectly the first time, there wouldn't be much of a story. Sometimes the mistakes end up teaching you more than the success you ever could. As we're getting close to work, I just want to say thanks. Seriously, there are a million videos out there, millions of podcasts, millions of ways you can spend your time. And the fact that you choose to spend the part of the time with me, that means a lot. Whether this channel stays small or grows into something I've never imagined, I'm just glad you're here at the beginning. I hope these drives become something you can throw on while you're commuting, working in the garage, doing yard work, or just when you need to slow your brain down for a little while. I don't want these conversations to feel like lectures. I want them to feel like catching up with an old friend, because I think we all need a little more of that. So before we wrap this up, I've got a question for you. What's something you've always wanted to try, but you've just been putting off? Maybe it's learning a new skill, starting a project, buying that old truck you've been dreaming about fixing, picking up a camera, going fishing more often. Whatever it is. What is stopping you? I generally love to read your answers. Leave them down in the comments, and who knows, maybe your idea becomes inspiration for someone else. Alright, my dudes. It looks like we're arriving. Time to head to work. I appreciate every single one of you riding along today. If you enjoyed hanging out, there's plenty more coming. We're going to build things, fix things, learn things, and even now and then, we're just going to take another drive together. We have motorcycle cams that I have coming soon, and some other POV videos that you may enjoy. So, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, stay curious, keep trying new things, and remember, you don't have to know how to do everything. You just have to be willing to learn. Please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I really do love your support. I'm Gaspy, and I do everything. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one, my dudes.